Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be reacting to Khaby name's career is basically dead. Why? And then by Internet Anarchist. Let's get into it.
At one point in his career, Khaby was everywhere, from partnering with some of the world's biggest brands, to famous athletes striking his iconic pose for celebration, and even Fortnite releasing his very own skin. He seemed to have conquered the internet, and this fame ultimately helped him become the
And he got featured on Nas Daily.
biggest TikTok star in the world.
Nas Daily's video, so...
with more than 160 million followers. But lately, that crown has started to slip. He's losing hundreds of thousands of followers month after month, and the general sentiment regarding his content has never been more negative. At this rate, this might just be the end of Khaby's massive TikTok empire. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we are talking about the possible downfall of TikTok's biggest star and uncovering why the internet turned against Khaby. Let me know that you're still on my side by subscribing, and let's get on with the video. But before we can understand his downfall, we need to look back at what made him so big in the first place. Khaby Sirijin Lamy, or Khaby, was born in Senegal on March 9th, 2000. A year later, his family moved to Italy, settling in a poor area outside of the city Turin. These circumstances marked most of Khaby's early life with financial struggles and limited opportunities. After school, he started working as a CNC machine operator at a factory to help support his family. But when the COVID pandemic hit, he was laid off in March 2020 and suddenly found himself stuck at home. And that's when he started posting on TikTok. His early videos were mostly him dancing and doing short comedy sketches. Even though these videos did fairly well, earning him over 4,000 followers in the first month,
Mi spiegate perché su TikTok siamo così?
there was one problem. Khaby only knew Italian,
Cazzi, buongiorno. Buongiorno, un paio di cazzi. Oggi voglio interrogare.
and that language barrier limited his reach. So he started experimenting with videos where he didn't have to speak at all, opening him up to a more global audience. But the real breakthrough came on April 8th, 2021, when he posted a video reacting to a life hack. This otherwise simple video went viral overnight, gaining over 200 million views and over 32 million likes. Building on that momentum, he posted a few more similar videos in the following days. And each one of these pulled similar numbers, turning him into an internet sensation practically overnight. To give you an idea of just how big of a phenomenon Khaby was, he gained over 50 million followers, a number most won't reach in their lifetime in less than 2 months. With every upload now pulling tens of millions, sometimes even hundreds of millions of views, people loved his unique style of comedy and deadpan reactions. But more importantly, his silence made him relatable across every language and culture. He spoke 1,000 words without opening his mouth. My guy just explained everything with no words. This global appeal also came with massive partnership potential, and brands were quick to notice. By August 2021, he was collaborating with Italy's biggest soccer team to create content, and just months later signed a multi-year deal with Hugo Boss. But Khaby's meteoric rise wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Behind the viral fame and brand deals, a few controversies began threatening his perfect image. Like in August 2021, right after he crossed the 100 million followers mark, some of his old clips resurfaced on the internet, showing him making fun of people for their appearances. This understandably upset some viewers, who called him out for body shaming. Can't believe I even followed him. Body shaming is so disgusting. That's so rude, I can't believe he would do that. Soon, entire accounts dedicated to cancelling Khaby started popping up on TikTok. Some fans defended him, arguing that he shouldn't be banned over jokes he made long ago. You guys are so dramatic, this was 8 months ago. Y'all getting mad over something a year ago. But as it turned out, the cancellation attempt wasn't even real. You see, Charli D'Amelio was still the most followed TikToker, but Khaby was quickly closing in and it looked like he'd surpass her soon. Allegedly, this caused a large number of her fans to begin flaming Khaby, hoping he'll stagnate before passing their favorite creator. They're cancelling Khaby because he's gonna pass Charli. In the end, the controversy didn't last long, and the accusations barely made a dent in Khaby's unstoppable rise. But soon, Khaby would find himself at the center of an even stranger allegation. Just weeks after the body shaming controversy, some people suddenly started unfollowing him on Instagram on October 6, 2021. This happened after he posted a story that read, "Say no to racism," and his next story revealed how some of his followers were bizarrely angry about his anti-racist stance. I'm seeing a lot of comments where people say, "I unfollow you because you did this video." I don't mind, guys, we are almost in 2022 and people still use racism because they have nothing to do in their life. You can also unfollow me. I don't care about the numbers, I care about your hearts. He followed this with an Instagram post where he was helping a white person pull a sword out of the ground, stating, "In a racist society, it's not enough to be non-racist. We must be anti-racist." Though, despite the backlash, these petty scandals did little to slow him down, as he continued growing at an incredible pace. By June 2022, Khaby Lame had officially become the biggest creator on TikTok with over 142 million followers to his name. That same year, he also earned a spot on the Forbes 30 Under 30 list, and went on to win the International Content Creator category at the 12th Streamy Awards. This also allowed him to partner with some of the biggest brands in the world, such as Xbox, Pepsi, and Kellogg's.
Oh, no way! Free exclusive character item?
He has also continued his spot at the top of TikTok over the years, but recently, Khaby's unstoppable reign on TikTok is slipping right through his fingers. Since August 2024, his account has been on a losing streak, shedding a huge number of followers almost every single month. To put things into perspective, he's lost 500,000 followers in the last 2 months alone. And it's not just the followers, most of his recent uploads are also struggling to cross the 10 million views mark. And while those numbers might sound impressive for most creators, they're a massive drop from the tens of millions of views he was pulling just a couple of years ago. Scrolling through his comment sections on his recent uploads paints an even more alarming picture, with most of the top comments being nothing but negative. "It's time to retire, Unk." Unk's still dragging it. Even the ones that aren't outright hating are only there to declare just how much they miss the old Khaby Lame. So what exactly is pulling TikTok's biggest star down this path of irrelevancy? One possible reason for this sudden drop might be the simple fact that Khaby just isn't posting as much anymore. At his peak, he was uploading every single day, sometimes multiple times a day, but now it's only a few videos each month. And even then, most of these posts are clearly sponsored. But the real reason behind his decline might go a lot deeper than that. The thing is, ever since Khaby first blew up, his content has largely stayed the same. For nearly 4 years, he's been doing the same comedy sketches and reaction-style videos, pointing out obvious solutions with the same old deadpan expression. While that formula once made him a global sensation, it's starting to feel repetitive, and people have grown tired of seeing it on their For You page. Khaby Lame is extremely overrated, and I don't get what makes his content funny or original. All his videos are basically just stealing someone's video, then adding his reaction at the end, which is basically him doing a duck face while pulling out some dry joke that people somehow find hilarious. Many also think that he's now forcing the formula by reacting to life hacks that are clearly meant to be jokes in the first place. I liked his intention at the beginning, with the rise of stupid life hacks on TikTok, but now he is really out of ideas and totally misses the point of some TikToks. 90% of TikToks are low effort, and completely missing the point of TikToks he's making fun of. And that might just explain the sudden decline in his followers. Khaby's silent comedy worked at the start because it was new, but after years of milking it with little to no innovation, it has lost its charm, leaving Khaby stuck in a strange spot. His He's grown so big that anytime he posts, he risks boring out some of his old audience, but changing it might alienate the followers who made him famous in the first place. That said, maybe that's fine. Maybe this decline isn't as bad as it seems at a first glance, because while his numbers on TikTok are dropping, Khaby seems to be setting his sights beyond social media. He has already made his big TV debut by becoming a judge in the 13th season of Italia's Got Talent. Earlier this year, he was also invited to the Met Gala, allowing him to share the red carpet with some of the biggest names in pop culture, and he's even started to make his way into Hollywood, appearing in a cameo role in the Will Smith movie Bad Boys.
See, you putting your gun away? He's putting his gun away.
Khaby has often talked about his dream of working in movies, and with reports of his very own film 00 Khaby now in the works, that dream might finally be turning into a reality. So while his TikTok era may be slowing down, Khaby Lami's story might just be entering a brand new chapter.
Imagine being
Wow, that's crazy. That's pretty cool, honestly. Yeah, that's pretty cool, honestly. I won't be posting tomorrow. I know I try to post every day, but can't post tomorrow and Saturday. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed that video, like, subscribe, comment down below. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, homies.